Hey y'all, I have a lot to share with you today. First of all, let me lift up some of the Masterlife ministers and the field ministers and lift up some of you who have reached out to us. Our faithful Masterlife ministers are Kirsten Angel, Lucas Rash, Louis Roman, and they're at Foothills Correctional here in North Carolina. Tony Ball and James Strickland are at Warren. Ralph Geddes is at Caswell. Barry Mintz and Willie are at Nash. Then at Lumberton, we've got Matthew Maynard, Jonathan Boyd, Dave and Elliott, Cisnero. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Somebody will have to write me and tell me how to pronounce it. That was a joke. Bobby Hunt, Charles Flake, Steve, and Ed. And again, they were at Lumberton. Then Hammonds was at Piedmont Correctional. And many of you probably know Tim Jones. He was one of our Masterlife Ministers senior partners. And he's due to be released July the 1st after serving almost 50 years. Welcome home, Tim. Get in touch with us when you get out. Okay, at Anson Correctional for Women, I want to lift up all of our Masterlife ministers who lead in groups there. There's Maria, Anita, Diane, Leah, Angel, Mary, Michelle, and Jackie, our wonderful coordinator. And of course, Chaplain Counts couldn't be nearly as successful without his help. At the North Carolina Correctional Institute for Women, we'll especially lift up Rose and Sharon. They're not only facilitating a Masterlife group in their dorm, but they are in the first North Carolina Field Minister Bachelor degree program for women. So, say a special prayer lifting them up. So far, I think I've mentioned everyone who's actively facilitating a Master in Life in Prison program at their facility. However, there are names being added all the time. So if I did not mention you, if you're new to us, then welcome, and let me know what's going on with you. I just want to say thanks to all of you for your faithfulness to the work of the Lord, because without faithful men and women like you, Masterlife Ministry would not exist. This is your ministry, and those Christians who are seeking to serve the Lord wholeheartedly with us. So who are these Masterlife men and women that we call Masterlife ministers? They're incarcerated Christians who have a desire to serve the Lord by serving others right in their prison dorms. They do this by using our Master in Life in Prison program handbook, and you can read that on our eDovo link. They use this book and their love to create small fellowship groups in their dorm. They help build a community of like-minded individuals who want to live out their faith together. These Masterlife ministers suffer persecution, ridicule, and slander. They're often misunderstood and often misrepresented, and this by the very people that they wish to love. But their calling and their passion for Christ keeps them steadfast and immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. I ask you to put yourself in their shoes just for a moment. Then you might lift them up and pray for them. I have so many others on my list to lift up. Some of the field ministers who've reached out to us are Angel Rash, Charles, and Kyle, and they've created a North Carolina Field Minister newsletter for us. And it's on our eDovo link under the Field Minister Forum, which reminds me, any field minister who wants to share in our eDovo platform, they go to the Field Minister Dropbox and read the first presentation on how to send us your material. This is not exclusive for North Carolina field ministers. This is for field ministers all across the United States. Okay, back to the field minister lift-ups. Hambone at Piedmont. Hey, Hambone. Hadn't talked to you in a while. Yuri at Granville Correctional. Thanks for staying with us. Jesse at Granville. Always good to hear from you. Barry at Nash. Blessed to have you with us. I look forward to getting together with your mom and your wife in the near future here in Wilmington. Okay, Fred at Piedmont. Got your message. Thank you. Now, last but not least, all those at Pamlico Correctional who are involved with the Masterlife Ministry Incorporated. Let's see if I can get them. Got Mo and Brad, Carl and Joseph, Big Red, and then there's Steve and the other Steve. Peru, Haywood, Dave Wood, Matt, Nick, and of course my son Weston. Y'all know him as Benoit. I know there are a bunch of you guys who are viewing us, so hey to y'all too. Instead of calling these shout outs, I'd rather you think of them as me lifting you up in prayer and lifting you up in spirit. Lift ups. I'm going to try to remember that. I like that. So, y'all, let's lift these men and women up. We have a lot of Master Life participants who have actually been released over the years. Just whisper a prayer for them right now. Okay, so what's next? I just want to talk to you for a moment and give you some information about our ministry and what we're trying to do for you here through Edovo. Okay, first of all, we have a place for everyone to share their testimonies. The word says they overcome him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimonies. Revelations 12:12. We overcome or have ultimate victory over Satan by the blood of Jesus, and we overcome Satan daily in our daily lives by sharing our testimonies. Every Christian should have a testimony and the desire to share it with others. Remember, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. What's next? Hide it under a bushel? No, I'm gonna let it shine. Well, Peter had the opportunity to give testimony, but what did he do? He got scared and denied even knowing Jesus. Well, we thank the Lord that he learned from that experience. And after that mistake, Peter began to speak out boldly about the wonderful works of Jesus. And we know that Paul always gave testimony about what the Lord had done in his life. See Acts chapter 22 and chapter 26. Anyway, so we're MLM want incarcerated Christians platform to give them a platform to share with what the Lord has brought them from and what the Lord has done for them. Your testimony doesn't belong to you to keep, it's yours to share. And we offer a platform through our newsletters. Our newsletters are on Edovo and are also on our Masterlife Ministry Incorporated YouTube channel. Okay, the next thing. We've been thinking about what would be the best way to utilize the Edovo platform. We already have the Masterlife newsletters. We have the Field Minister Forum. We have Mastering Life in Prison Handbook. But we want to use some of our Edovo links in an area that's not being offered. So what would benefit you the most to draw others to Christ? What are some things that other ministries, nonprofits, and organizations are not making available on Edovo? What can we do for you? Now, Weston had suggested getting Christian movies and Adrian Rogers sermons and the Home Pass videos as part of our population outreach program. He said that a lot of you can't afford to purchase movies. And those who can, it doesn't seem like they have a lot of movies that are available to you for free. So that's what we're trying to do. The Lord led us to the right place, to Redeem TV and Love Worth Finding. So they have both partners with us, and that's what we're uploading this quarter. That's what you will find under the go to the drop down box on Master Life Ministry and go to our population outreach programs. to find movies and love with finding Adrian Rogers' sermons. I really hope you enjoy them and spread the word, or spread it around so others can enjoy this combination of faith-based movies and great preaching. And then write to me. If you're enjoying our ministry, let me know. And also, if you, in your letter, if you want me to share your letter on our newsletters, or if you have a special poem or artwork or something you'd like to have put in our newsletters, write to me and let me know that. Giving me permission, you have to give MLM Inc., Master Life Ministries Incorporated, permission to use your name, your photo, your article, letter, artwork, whatever, for Master Life Ministry Incorporated purposes. If you don't want us using your, if you're from North Carolina, I could probably get your picture from the DAC website. But if you don't want us using that photo and you want a photo on there, have one of your family members put a photo in the mail, or they can email it to me. I'm going to give you my email address here in a few minutes. Okay, mail your letters to Master Life Ministries Inc., P.O. Box 1323, Carolina Beach, North Carolina, 28428. I'm going to say that again, slower. Master Life Ministries Incorporated, or INC. And it's Post Office Box 1323, Carolina Beach, North Carolina, 28428. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Okay, Alexa, I wasn't speaking to you. I apologize.
Thanks for the feedback.
Alexa must have been snooping. Anyway, next topic, home pass videos. If your family, friends, church, or local volunteers would like to send us video footage to add to our home pass videos, have them contact me. At my email address is dbenoy.masterlife@att.net. That's D as in my name, Deborah, my last name, Benoy, Benoy, .masterlife at att.net, N-E-T. Make sure they don't put .com or I won't get it. dbbenoy.masterlife@att.net. Okay. I think the Lord gave us this idea. No one else seems to be doing it, so I hope it will be well received by all of you. This idea is free. The idea is to free your mind from that awful place. It's easy to get stuck in a bad place, especially behind those fences and concrete. I can't help but hurt for those of you who are in segregation and maximum security. These videos are especially for you from Jesus. Have your family and friends contact me. I will explain to them how to send me the video footage and consent. I will edit it and use the portions of it that's deemed appropriate. You will be able to see your hometown, the fishing trips, camping, or anything they decide to film. Maybe we can have some stuff put together for you before Christmas. Wouldn't that help y'all get through the holidays a little better? There's some privacy issues in this and consent forms that have to be dealt with. Just know I'll do the best I can to make this your platform to benefit you and all know, and most of all, most of all know that if it is only by, through, and for the love of Jesus Christ that I'm able to do these things. I'm going to say that again. It is only by, through, and for the love of Jesus Christ that I am able to do these things, me personally. Okay, now let me go over some important information addressing questions that we keep getting. Questions concerning 1, how to begin a Master Life in Prison program. 2, how and when to use Avery Willis's Master Life workbooks. Um, 3, receiving funds, phone time, and tablet time. And 4, how to get an Adopt a Life partner. Well, 1, beginning a Master Life in Prison program is simple. Read the Master Life in Prison program handbook, the MLM diet plans methodology by my son James Benoit. It's free to you on our Edovo content, but you can also purchase a hard copy on Amazon. Then find a group of people willing to participate. Begin by following the steps in the Master Life in Prison program handbook. Avery Willis Master Life workbooks are a resource that we also use after completing the diet plans methodology. You will be responsible for a newsletter at your facility or for your group to go into the newsletter from your facility. However, in order to have a newsletter, we have to have content. So, upon completion of the Mastering Life in Prison program handbook, send us some testimonies. Send us testimonies from your group members with signed consent forms giving us permission to use their name, photo, and article for our ministry purposes. The newsletter will be on Edovo and on our YouTube channel for your families to see. So you and your group will create the content. Now, Adopt a Life is created for incarcerated Christians who have decided to be Master Life ministers and facilitate a Master Life in Prison program. These Christians will be placed on our Adopt a Life waiting list. Adopt a Life is only for those Master Life ministers who are actively leading a Master Life in Prison program. I want to clarify something that has been misinterpreted or misrepresented and has caused us a lot of harm to our ministry and to our Master Life ministers. First of all, we don't buy testimonies, nor do we require you to write a testimony to be a part of a Master Life group, MLIP group. We provide the opportunity for you to share your testimony, plus your testimonies encourage us. They encourage us in the work that we're doing. Furthermore, I think every ministry, every nonprofit, every missionary, and any nonprofit requires a mission report. Even secular nonprofits and secular organizations have a mission statement, and there's some way of measuring success. So they require a mission report and accountability. They must show the results, that the results of their work are producing something, and ask anyone what kind of service work they do. You have to be able to justify what you're doing. Anyway, Master Life Ministry we don't give funds to our Master Life ministers, nor do our Adopt a Life partners give funds to the ministers. The Adopt a Life partner supports a group. They do that through contributing to Master Life Ministry Incorporated, and then we purchase the books, the workbooks, the things that the groups need to do the program. We're able to send the material, and we have some Adopt a Life partners that we try to provide spiritual support, is what I'm saying, as well as financial. But we have some Adopt a Life partners who are unable to provide financial support, but they can be uplifting and they can provide spiritual support to one of their to their Adopt a Life partner. Then we have others who are financially able to help support one, two, even more groups at the same time. But because of life because of their jobs and their responsibilities, uh, they might not have the time to put into being that spiritual leader, being a person who's available for telephone calls, for instance. When one of our Master Life ministers needs to be in contact with someone to get for just a little support, knowing somebody out here's got your back. So let me share with you something. My son Weston, y'all, or Benoit, y'all know him, he went to prison for 2 years in Georgia and 25 years in North Carolina as a habitual felon. When he entered prison, he had nothing and no one. He had long burned all of his bridges with his family. I had gotten to the point that I had given up on ever hoping he would change, if that ever possible for a mother to do. I guess you still always have that inkling. You just don't let yourself hope. But anyway, things got so bad for him that he had no one to call, to write, to visit, or to even care. At one point, he used to trade his breakfast tray just for a cup of coffee. He was broken and sick and tired of his life. Well, he cried out to Jesus and buried himself in the Bible for 8 to 10 hours a day. And then God began to work. Now, fast forward to now, God gave my son a spiritual father, Travis Malure, who is now president of the Masterlife Ministry Incorporated. Now, this man began to mentor Weston, and eventually my mother and I began to hear about the changes Weston was making. Of course, you're still skeptical. Everybody's heard about jailhouse religion, but we still had hope. We still prayed, and we kind of kept our eyes and ears open. And then in his life and the prison, suddenly we began to get involved. No, not suddenly, it was slowly. Slowly, we began to get involved with him at a distance. Then in 2008, Weston began a small Bible study in Jackson County, Georgia. And this was a Bible study for men who couldn't even read. Um, he had developed a biblical process meeting men where they were, bringing them to Jesus and teaching them how to begin a relationship with the Lord. He met them where they were. Wasn't that I'm here and my doors are open, and if you want to, you can come here and I'll teach you about Christ. He brought it to them. Anyway, at the end of his little program, he would use his monthly allowance that Travis began sending him to serve a meal to his group. Then, by the grace of God, by 2010, Weston's little Bible study was developed into a Master in Life in Prison program. And in 2019, it became a nonprofit. And his book was published shortly after that. I'll be right back. Anyway, while all this was taking place, slowly but surely, God began to restore Weston and restore his family to him. Then men were getting out of prison and coming to my church to see me, and they were calling me and checking on me and telling me what a difference my son had made in their lives and how he had introduced them to a relationship with the Lord. And that just melted my heart, really. Anyway, some of these men wanted to give back, and that's where we are today. So why did I tell you this story? Well, let's see. To set the stage for what I'm about to say. The Lord transformed my son so much that he spends all of his time, his money, and his energy trying to do two things. One, he wants to introduce lost, broken inmates to the love of Jesus. And two, he wants to help other sold out incarcerated Christians to do what he's been doing, serving Jesus by serving others. He wants all of you to have Jesus and to have a mentor like Travis. And that's what Adopt Life is all about. And that's where I came in, and Kevin, and Becky, and Scott, and Rochelle, and Randy, and Church, and JD, and Joe. We've all decided to support this ministry by adopting a sold out Christian who is called into the Masterlife Ministry Incorporated. Now, JD, formerly incarcerated, covers our EDOVO cost. Kevin, formerly incarcerated, is Adopt Life and financial partner. Rochelle is the wife of an incarcerated Masterlife minister and an Adopt Life partner. Scott, formerly incarcerated, behind the scenes financial partner. Randy, formerly incarcerated, Adopt Life and financial partner. Church, formerly incarcerated, Adopt Life partner and video production. And then Dr. Becky Keeter Lee, my niece, she's an Adopt Life partner, a website manager, and a financial partner. Joe, the former chaplain, pastor, and graduate of Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary, is an Adopt Life partner. And me, I'm the director doing women's prison ministry at Anson and at North Carolina Correctional Institute for Women. I do the newsletters, I do these videos, I do EDOVO uploads, and I'm keeping up with my Adopt Life partners. So Masterlife Ministry is funded by a very small network of family and friends and formerly incarcerated individuals. Therefore, we do not supply funds for phone time, tablet time, packages, or shoes. This ministry's goal is to equip faithful, sold out Christians to serve the Lord Jesus and make disciples. If that is you, welcome to the Masterlife Ministry Incorporated. We've been praying for you. All right, this video, everyone wants to see my dog Stella, so I put together some little clips that we filmed over a period of time with Stella. Some of the crazy things. I don't know. I think that dog's a mind reader, but every time she does something that I want to film, by the time I pick my camera up or my phone up, she's changed her mind. So, but I hope you enjoy her. Everyone loves Stella. All right, this is my brother Irvin playing with Stella. We're up visiting in Spindale in Rutherford County. My other two brothers, Tommy and David. I think I've included them on a video when I was maybe shopping in Walmart or something one time. But Irvin playing with Stella during our visit. I don't think there was any sound recorded with this. That's why I'm telling you what it is. The rest of this part of this video is home pass with Stella. There should be some sound. A little bit of my rambling, like I always do. You guys know me by now. You know, I just, whatever pops in my head comes out. Sometimes I think it comes out my mouth without ever going through my brain. But anyway, we have fun and we love you. The Lord loves you. So just enjoy. Stella. Stella. Hey, come down here. What are you choking on? Come on. Let's go in the house. Oh, darn it. Every time you do something crazy, I don't have my camera ready. Yeah, every time. Every single time. It's like you know. Why are you coughing? Let's go. Okay, go in the house. What are you trying to do? Get tangled up? You'll get yourself tangled up in that thing if you're not careful. Crazy dog. I'm going in. I'm going in the house right here. Bye-bye. See you later. See you later, alligator. Where'd you go? I did something wrong, didn't I? There you are, but I got something dark now. Okay, go.
Sit. Good girl. You gotta warm me out there. No biting. See what that gets you at biting?
I didn't get her when she was running back and forth and round in circles.
Well, we're good to get out of the water. I ain't able to make you run me around.
I know. Oh. She likes to box. She can jump really high.
Yep.
I can't even keep her in the camera frame.
Okay. You got me, dog. You win. Oh.
Okay, I gotta stop it. 1, 2, 3. What are you gonna do with that sweet potato? What you gonna do with the sweet potato, girl? Can I have it? I ain't doing too good with this. Say hello. Say hello. This is my favorite thing, sweet potato. I'm going to get that sweet potato. Stop. Don't wet me.
Alright, I ain't gonna squirt you no more. Oh.
How you going to get her in the back now?
This isn't mine. Oh, I looked at it already. Did you have a drink over here you hadn't opened?
Mm-mm.
I thought I could swear I opened this thing. That was hot, I know it ain't. Get that. Around the head. Right here. No, but it is.
Okay, Stella, been for a ride. Yeah, you've been for a ride. Now you're just patiently waiting in the back, aren't you? Cut those eyes over at me like that. You know what I'm doing. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm at Lowe's, waiting on my brother. Stella, don't bite her, Stella. You're too close now. I can't get out. She's so strong, I can't hold her on the leash. I worry if I didn't have somebody to help me, what I'd do. They just love each other. Till I get her trained better, I'm probably going to end up having to pay somebody to train her because she's, well, she doesn't, she likes to jump on people. They could do this 24/7. We're not talking about her today. We're talking about if you can see these plants. Don't cry. No, girl. I'm not leaving you. I can't keep moving. There's see all the pretty plants and flowers and the tomato plants. And it's okay. But there's some tractors. Red tractors, snacks pass. Green tractors and come on through. Grills. Come on, Max. Lumber's down on the other end. I can't see a thing, so I don't know if this is recording in the right place. I'd say they're about evenly matched. I'm going fast, I'm sorry. Stella, you got something to say? The camera's dead. You got something to say, girl? From my angle. Watch them shake their head. You want to get out. I can't get you out because you're too strong for me. I have to wait on her. If he had tied you on this thing, I could hold you. Hey, y'all getting your faces a little close. When I'm going to end up getting bit, that's the parking lot. They got a Walmart's over there. And up here we got Arby's and Chick-fil-A. And too close. Wendy's. And then a Burger King. And then some other stuff. For those of you who haven't been out in the world in a while, there's no Radio Shacks anymore. They all went out of business, I think. They did around here. Of course, Winn-Dixie's been gone in this part of the country. I don't know. One time they still had them in South Carolina, but I'm not sure if they do now or not. You got Dollar Generals on every corner. Every tiny spot in the world has a Dollar General now. So, if you can think of a place, they got a Dollar General. And I'm not kidding. They're out in rural areas where there's nothing around. You be going down the road and all of a sudden there's a Dollar General. So I think they're trying to do what Sam Walton did, when he started out. He was smart because most people, when they build or have an idea or concept, they'll go to the large places first, big cities and where they think there's a lot of population. But what Sam Walton did, whether you like Walmart or not, what Sam Walton did was he built his Walmarts. They were small, but they were sufficient for the areas that they were going in. And he built them in small towns that did not have any competition, so to speak. He went in places that didn't have Kmart's, didn't have Rose's, didn't have any, big, well, some of them did, but a lot of them didn't. So he started out small, going into medium to small towns and growing his name and growing his locations and spreading out. And then got a little bigger and he built a new one in that same town. He just moved down the road or something and he built a bigger one. And in some places that were bigger, he started going into a little bit bigger locations. And then in the ones that were smaller, they had already built one. Now maybe he built a third one. And I don't mean 3. I mean he built the third one. He closed down the first one and they would move from one to the other. Just grow a little bit bigger until it grew to be the monster that it is today and put everybody else out of business. You don't have Kmart anymore. Oh, there comes Irvin finally. Here he comes, guys. I'm going to have to turn this thing off and see what he's got for the swimming pool. I'll wait till he gets over here. Where's the stuff at?
They didn't have it. To the car.
Oh, you got it. It's right there.
That's what
You
I
see
was
these?
talking about.
See these? I'm recording. See these boxes right here? Those things are $69 a box.
That right there.
Good thing I got a Lowe's credit card. That little bit of stuff.
$279.
$279. So it's what I need. If we can't get it working this time, we're gonna put the cover on it and drain it out, or cover it up, or fill it with cement. It's cheaper to fill it with cement right now than it is to fix it.
They
But
got tomato plants about blue.
I told him he was looking at tomato plants. I've been talking to my phone. So I'm gonna get off here now.
Oh, no.
He's talking to Stella. She's wanting out. She's been wanting out. When I got out, she really did. All right, bye, y'all. Okay, guys, we're still at Lowe's. Stella had to have a break. She wanted to get out and check out all their trees. Mervyn looked for the tomato plants. I told you he would. We'll probably get some out, but we'll be a little bit late with them. Usually I get mine so early, I have the first tomatoes. There she is. She's not going. Yeah, she wants to sniff everything. Watch out, I think. You having fun? You having fun, Stella?
She's fascinated by these trees with these rings around. Oh, Tia, we're going to put you back in there and let the kids talk.
She didn't pee? She didn't have to.
Sniff and run.
She just wanted out. Don't let her jump on that one. She'll scratch it. We're gonna have to sedate her to cut her nails, because when I had her spayed.
You gonna pee?
Yeah. Excuse her. I'll give her some privacy. You don't want to see that. Anyway, when we had her nails cut, she, I think it traumatized her, because they must have hurt her when she was so sedated. Okay. And now when I get the clippers out, she goes hysterical. So they gave me something to sedate her with to help her calm. And I'm going to have to do that because her nails are getting longer. At the vet, I can't get them cut. Nobody can do it unless she's... Anyway, bye. Hey, Stella, aren't you not feeling too good today, huh? You're not feeling good today, are you? Your nose is a little warm. Yeah. Hold still now. Let me get a good picture. You want to smile for the camera? You say hello? Yeah, her don't feel good. Oh, this ain't working. This is Stella with her sweet potato. Her favorite, one of her favorite chew, toy, snack, playthings. When she gets bored, you can give her a sweet potato, she'll chew on it for hours. She eats part of it. Some of it she makes a mess and I have to clean it up. But hey, that's fine. It's good for her. Gives her some protein. Gives her some fiber. It's carbohydrates. It's not protein. She gets plenty of protein in the meat she gets. And I'd rather give her some of these instead of all, those chew things you buy that are meaty and I don't know what they are. Rawhide free, but still, there's a lot of fiber in those too. She's very, very, very calm right now, which is totally unlike her. I'm going to have to just get some snapshots of her because she does some funny things, but catching her on video is almost impossible. For me, anyway. There's Stella. Say good morning, Stella. Good morning, Stella. Stella? She's being lazy. She's already been at it all morning. I had to get her a snuffle. I never heard of them either, so I'll show you later when she's actually using it. See how fat she's got? I took her to the vet Friday. She said she's real healthy, but she's not eating. And I'm worried about her shedding so much. She thinks she's a person. Good morning, Stella. Can you say hello? Stella, look. Say hello. Say hello. That's one crazy dog. I know what you will do. She wants to go outside. She wants to go to the beach, chase a frisbee. Anywhere. She just likes to go places. I got a new harness thing. It's called a Easy Walk. Oh, this is what I want to show you. It's called an Easy Walk, no pull harness. And you can see that the leash attaches to the front instead of to a collar. And it's supposed to make it where they won't pull and get away from you. I'm trying to get her where I can actually walk her, not worry about her pulling me, because she's one strong dog now. And I put down her for a little bit yesterday. She walked with me. She didn't try to pull, but I'm not sure what will happen when she does try. She sees a cat or a squirrel or something, she's going to take off. So I'm not comfortable walking her on a leash by myself. No, not since she's gotten so big and strong. Now I'll show you her snuffle. This is what it is. I'll show you the mat. According to this, well, no, actually the vet told me, 10 minutes of mental stimulation is equivalent to 1 hour of walking, not physically, but mentally, for a really active or overactive dog. They have to do that. They have energy, and mental stimulation, I guess, uses up some of that energy. She's not eating her food, and since I bought this, she is starting to eat some of her new dry dog food that I am trying with her. Haven't given it to her other than on this mat. Well, I think Irving tried to give her a little bit. She wouldn't take it, but hide it in the mat, she'll eat it. And I'll show you why in just a minute. You would actually think I had a baby in the house. She throws toys everywhere. But this is the snuggle mat. You hide the kibbles and the food inside this little, and it forces, well, don't force her. What she does, they like to forage, so she can find it. With her nose, she'll snoop around in it, sniff around in it, and hunt for the food like she's doing now. I didn't expect her to show you how it worked, but she is. She's hunting something she likes. She'll keep going till she finds some of it, and then she'll eat it. See, she got something. Now she's going to go over here and eat it. And she'll be back. See, there's her sweet potato and her ball on a rope. But what this is doing is getting her eating dog food. We couldn't get her to eat. I could put it in a bowl and give it to her, and she wouldn't touch it. I'm not sure why. Although this is a new dog food, it still smells like dog food. We thought it was her sense of smell. She got close to something. If she didn't like it, she wouldn't take it. Now, if I tried to give it to her anyway, she would turn her head. Actually got to the point where if she saw me coming with some food that I wanted her to try, she would run away. Literally, turn around and run out of the room. I'm not sure why. I know outside she tries to eat everything. And she also tries to eat plastic and rubber and all the toys. So I'm thinking maybe she's had something that's made her sick. But she thinks I'm going to make her eat something she don't want, I guess. We don't know. We don't understand that because she just started doing that a couple weeks ago. But I did. I had things I would give her and tell her just to try one bite. and kind of make her try a bite. I wouldn't make her eat any more if she didn't like it. And then the vet told us to get Ready Whip. Not Cool Whip, but Ready Whip, the original Ready Whip, because it doesn't have some stuff in it that's in a lot of the others. It's bad for her. And she said with her dog, because she had a picky eater, she would get the food and then she would put a dollop of the Ready Whip on top of it. And the dogs love the Ready Whip, so they'd eat that and then keep eating the dog food. But it didn't work with Stella. If she eats the Ready Whip, she can take it or leave it. But if she eats the Ready Whip, that's all she'll eat. She won't go any further. And if you try putting food inside, say peanut butter, she likes peanut butter. If you put something inside that, like we used to have to give her flea tick and heartworm medicine, we'd put it in peanut butter. Well, she learned that trick, and she would eat the peanut butter off of the peel and spit the peel out. Now she's real reluctant on taking peanut butter from Irvin because he's the one that was giving it to her. So what I found out I could do is put it in, I had to break the peel up because they're pretty big pieces, and I would put it in her strawberry shortcake. You know what, the strawberry shortcake ice cream bars. She loves those, so I would break the peel up and I would put it in little pieces of it, in bites of that, and give it to her. And she would eat it. So far she was fine with that. But the last one, I asked it was time for her peels. That's one of the reasons. Well, I just dropped something. One of the reasons I went to the vet, and the vet told me, I know, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, I asked them to go ahead and give it to her first one, before we left. So she doesn't have to do the other one for a month. Then I have to go back to the vet to get the others. I could get more. If you hear something in the background, that's my weather radio. It goes off every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. It's a test. That's my weather radio because I live on the coast and we are prone to get a lot of, not a lot, but we get tropical storms and tornadoes, actually, hurricanes. Of course, for hurricanes coming, we pretty well know it. But then the tornadoes spin off from the hurricanes sometimes. She's through for now. No, she actually came over here and sat down and is eating some more, but I'm going to go. I think you're probably seeing enough of this. You know, I love my Stella. It's like having a kid in the house with their toys and stuff strewn everywhere. Can't keep them picked up. I pick them all up, do the floor, sweep the floor, clean the house, and then I put them in her cage in the kitchen. She's got a travel cage, which she never rides in, but we keep it. And I put all her toys in it. And then by middle of the afternoon, they're all back out strode everywhere. All right, I'm going to go off of here now. I'll be back with something else soon. See y'all later.
trouble before I go.
That's so funny.
Ain't that enough, dog? I believe you had about enough.
checking for my, see what's on sale. My MVP card. Bargains you can get. Probably nothing I'm trying to buy right now. It's rarely what I want when I need something. I'm here to get some bacon. And a couple other things if I can remember what they are. These right here, they have these in the stores now. They're meals ready to go in the oven. They have all kinds. I've never tried them. Somehow I couldn't see just sticking that meat in the oven would make it very good. They've got some butter, flavored butter in there. I think it's garlic or something in the butter. You got beef stir fry, sirloin tip, portobello mushrooms. Down here you've got pork chops with potatoes. Those look good though. I found a recipe for pork chops online the other day. I forgot what's in it, but I'm going to try it. It's real simple. It's up to with brown sugar. It's asparagus with sirloin strips. And down here, chicken breast with Brussels sprouts. Chicken breast with green beans. You don't have to know how to cook now. You just put your food in the oven and wait for it to cook. Then you've got these stuffed bell peppers, and egg meatballs, and some more, or some stuffed boneless pork chops. $5.33. That's not real expensive for a meal for two. See, all you need with that's a vegetable. And jalapeno peppers stuffed with cream cheese, wrapped in bacon. I don't know if I can manage that or not. Hickory smoked bacon. One of these days I'm going to buy some of this stuff and I'm going to cook it and show you what it turns out like, because I honestly don't know. You got more. These are just meats and things that are already seasoned. You just take them home, pop them in the oven or the slow cooker, or however you want to cook them, I guess. Then you got these salads. $4.99. See these salads? Those are all $4.99. But that right there, that's $6.99. That's a sandwich, I guess. More and more people are going with pre-made stuff. They're just not cooking anymore. I think the old-fashioned way of knowing how to cook food is dying out. Only time I cooked with a recipe was if it was something unusual. Or not unusual, but making a red velvet cake from scratch, or if I wanted to try out a recipe because somebody had it and it looked real good. But everything I make from memory. Just cook it the old-timey way. Here's the hot bar. It's kind of late in the day for it to be any good. These are in most all the grocery stores. This is even Food Line now. And our Food Line doesn't have a lot of that stuff. Frosted sugar cookies. Buy one, get one free. Have to tell me if you see something you want. I'll take it home and try it out and let you know how it is. Except there's a few things I'm not going to try out. I don't know what they are right off the top of my head because I like to try out most foods. I'm not really a picky eater. My mom used to eat. She loved trying out food. No matter where you went to eat or who was with us, where we were at home or out, no matter what she had on her plate, she just had to have a little taste of yours. She loved to have a little taste of whatever it is you've got. Everybody laughed about it. She was such a slow eater. Went to Subway and got us a sandwich. Sat down with her and I ate mine. She was still eating, so I went came to the grocery store and bought all my groceries and went back to pick her up, and she was just finishing her sandwich. She eats slow. Well, she probably had good reasons to eat slow. That tuxedo cake, I think we tried one of those. Maybe that wasn't it. It's chocolate in there. No, it wasn't that. It was something else. Man, what is that? yellow cake with still almost, that needs to be on top of a cheesecake. There's some red velvet. They don't taste like my red velvet. I don't make them anymore because it takes 3 pans or 3 layers, and they're so good. There's the cheesecakes and those things. Can you believe that? That's $20 for that one. It's gone down a little bit because it had gone up to 25. And these up here are I think those are gluten-free, however that's made. There's one for $16.99. It's a little bit smaller. It looks the same to me from here. Oh well. And those are the New York style. They're really good. That tiny little cheesecake, you see it? That tiny one right there. It's $10.49. It's 6-inch. If you can't tell how big it is. It's a 6-inch New York style cheesecake. Down here you've got a 9-inch variety cheesecake for $16.99. That one over there says 19, but it's not been repriced. These have been repriced. I'm not sure if they're on sale or why they changed the price on them, but it almost makes me want to buy one. I do want to buy one. But if I do, then we're just going to take it home and eat it, and I don't need to eat it. Plus, I don't really need to waste my money. I'm going home and make my cobbler. That's why I'm here. Well, it's not why I'm here. I'm here to get some bacon because we're hungry, and I'm going to make a bacon sandwich. Make some BLTs. I've got some good lettuce at home. I guess I'll just use what I've got. And I need to get a couple of other things, but oh well, I'm going to hang up. I'm not going to hang up. I'm not on the phone, am I? I see something I want. My vet told me to take a bell pepper. She said they like the yellow ones and orange ones best, her dogs do. And scoop it out. You know, I've got some frozen bell peppers at home. I know I cut most of them up. I wonder if I've got any whole ones still. Don't look before I buy anything. Unless they have one marked down. I don't see anything marked down. Those are the organic. Up here's the one. Oh, here's the cheap ones. Take one of these and scoop it out. And you're supposed to put strawberries or blueberries and things like that. And refreeze it and give it to Stella. She said her dog prefers the orange. I don't know what color Stella'd like, but I'll try one first. I'll try an orange one first. This is making me really hungry. I better go get my stuff and get out of here. Ready Whip. She said if your dog don't eat its dog food, put a little bit of Ready Whip on it. And they'll eat the Ready Whip, and then they'll keep eating the dog food. I don't think Stella's going to be fooled like that, because Stella will taste something and eat it and spit out the part she doesn't want. So she's a little bit smarter than that. I got to have a tomato for my BLTs. We got a produce stand just up the road, but I had to come over here for the bacon. I thought I had some more bacon, but I didn't. I haven't bought bacon in way over a year. I used to cook bacon for my husband all the time. And I really haven't. I usually kept one pack and one pack frozen, but it got to where if I had it in the refrigerator, sometimes it'd go bad before I'd get around to eating it. Look at those. $1.99. $1.29. These others are too hard. I don't want a hard tomato. These right here aren't really for sandwiches, but they are better if they're softer. Put that on a sandwich. Oh, look at my dirty fingernails. That's for picking blackberries. I wash my hands several times, but I've got to cut my fingernail back or do something. Look at those. Little black tomatoes. and look at the price of them. I don't think I'm even going to try. I heard something about these black tomatoes. I forgot what I heard, but I'm going to look it up. Something wasn't too good. Something. Well, these right here make good snacks. I usually grow them. I usually grow all my tomatoes. But keep those around and snack on these. Look how much they are. Okay, great. This is the second year I haven't had tomato plants, and I'm just regretting that now. Because these tomatoes right here, it looks okay, but it's hard as rock. I'm trying to decide. Beefsteak. How much are these? These right here, those say beefsteak too, but these do not look like beefsteak tomatoes. I don't think beefsteak tomatoes had a hard core in them. I sure don't need those. I don't want a tomato I can't touch. Don't have no choice. I'm going to have a hard tomato. That one's not hard. That's probably okay. I need one more. That one's okay. Not as hard as the others. Okay. Now what? Stella needs the sweet potatoes. You're going to have to hold on. I'm going to have to pause you for a few minutes. Okay, I picked out Stella a few little sweet potatoes. I'm not really buying the groceries today, although I need a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get some bacon to get home and make us a sandwich. Bacon is right up here. Then I got to get the Ready Whip. My vet told me, I told you that. The vet told me to put Ready Whip on her stuff. Where'd I put that money? I got it. My brother gave me some money to spend today. I'm going to get the pork chops because I am going to try out that pork chop recipe that I saw. I guess I'll have to find the recipe again. I think it was the bone-in pork chops. I'm not sure. I'll wait. $3.99 boneless center cut. They do that, but the ones that they give you for $3.99 a pound are so thin. And they're in these great big packs, which is fine. Got a bunch of them up here. I could use those. I don't want to buy that today. I'm here for a reason. Don't go to the grocery store hungry. I wonder. Oh, those things would stick to high heaven. Where's the bacon? You're going to believe this. I don't know how much bacon is now, but it had gone up to like $10 a pound. One of the reasons I quit buying it. No, don't want that one. I'm sorry, I pulled the wrong one out. I want beef. Thick cut beef one. Fried bologna sandwiches. I really like the kind you buy at the deli. The German bologna. It's good, but any of it, the slice, and they can slice it thicker for you. Fries up so nicely. I'm going to have to come back over here when I'm not in a hurry. All right, now here's the bacon. I'm picky about my bacon. And I know what kind I like. And I don't know what these other kinds are like. So I could get some cheap bacon. I had some Food Line bacon one time, and it was actually pretty good. And that's $4.28 versus the kind I buy, which is $8.99. So I'm going to have to go on a budget, and therefore they got the fully cooked bacon up there too. I used to buy that. It wasn't bad. I'm going to try this one. It's regular natural hardwood smoked, and that's what mine says, natural hardwood smoked. Same thing. I bought this one time when we were camping up in Cherokee at the Yogi Bear Campground, I think it's called. I think it was Jellystone, but anyway, we camped up there. It was really nice. Great place to camp if you have kids. And at the time, I had two of my grandsons, and my brother went, took his granddaughter, And then his son came with his other kids. We just had a good time. His daughter came with the other little girl. Move things around, and I'm about to forget what else I'm looking for. I really know, though. It's got to be in here. It's cold foam coffee creamer. That's weird. That said, I only get the original Ready Whip. It's the only one that don't have some, I forgot the word she said, but I've got to read the labels. If I read it and see it on it, I know I won't buy it. I may as well get milk while I'm here. Oh, I got to go back and get some cereal. We're out of Frosted Flakes. We have to have at least one box of cereal for emergencies. I'm going to go around and get the Ready Whip, and I'll stop back by the Frosted Flakes. I'm walking slow looking around because I know there's something I need. I can't remember what it is. All those pies. I was going to bake, I baked that, I don't know if they have it in here. They should, Marie Callender. There's a lattice apple, or lattice, however you say it. I buy the Dutch apple. Ready to bake, Dutch apple pie. And bake that. Have some vanilla ice cream with it. But not just any vanilla ice cream. You have to get the, I gotta buy some butter, not today. That's $2.79. What's the difference? Sweet, cream, salted, but oh, that's two bars for $2.79. But the package looks different too. And this one says sweet cream, butter, salted. Okay, so that one is $3.99, so it's better to buy this one. I used to buy some of that fancy butter. It's so good. There's some Amish butter down there. It's really good. And another one, that Kerrygold Irish butter. Ooh, it's good. Don't try those plant butters. That's a joke. They tell you this stuff's plant-based, and all it is like vegetable oil. But it's made into a butter. They call it butter. That's what they've done with a lot of stuff. They rename things to make you think you're buying something different and healthy, or protecting the environment and all kinds of stuff. But it is true, there's a lot of additives and junk in food that we really don't need, so you do need to watch it. I see that Bluebell. Bluebell is the best ice cream on the market. Right now, it's $8.99. It's also one of the most expensive. They had like 3 kinds of vanilla. There's natural vanilla bean. It's good. It tastes kind of like snow cream. Then they've got the homemade vanilla. I don't see it in here. That's what I usually get. Down here, these are probably homemade vanilla. I don't know. And they've got French vanilla. And I bought all 3 and tried them out. The homemade vanilla was the one most people likes. Well, it's because we could find it too. Salted caramel. I don't know what. I'm looking at one that looks really good from here. What is that? Tin Roof. I've heard of that. That Millennium Crunch is good too. Yeah. But natural vanilla bean is, it honestly tastes more like snow cream if you've ever made snow cream. And then the homemade vanilla is just real creamy, best vanilla ice cream for that. And then the French vanilla, I forgot how it is. You can't find it as much anymore. I don't know how I've managed to find all 3. I'm looking for the Ready Whip. I just passed it. Okay, the small ones are on sale $2.99. And make 2 small ones would be $6. And the big one, $1.69. I'll just get the big one. Actually, I better get the small one. You know why? The big one won't stand up in my refrigerator. Besides, this is 6 ounces. Oh, let me see how much that other one is. $13. 66 is 12. This way is cheaper. This is 13 ounces. These others would just make 12 ounces for 6. That's 13 ounces for $5.69. Oh, see that yogurt right there? That is some good yogurt. I used to buy it, what's $3 to $5. There's not much in it, but it is so good. I quit buying it because they were putting them in those little glass jars, and the jars are just really neat. But what are you going to do with a stack of glass jars that size? If you made jelly and put wax on top of it, it would be good to make little jelly jars, but other than that, the lid don't go back on. It's one of those lids you pop off. But I do like my yogurt. It's good for you too. You get ricotta cheese. Ricotta cheese you can make certain kind of desserts with. You don't have to if you're on low carb diets and stuff. Like a cheesecake with ricotta. I haven't ever looked, but that's probably what's in the New York style. I know it's what is in real Italian lasagna. Tell me if you see look and see if you see the cereal. I'm looking for cereal. There it is, see? You found it for me. Somebody did. Who found it for me? All right, here we go again. Oh, well, the other thing that I read was to look at these baby foods in the jars and get the chicken and the beef and feed that to Stella. But you know what? Those are such tiny little things. If she would eat that, she'd probably eat the little thing of dog food. Maybe not, though. She wants things that smell real. Wouldn't that be wonderful? There's the baby teething snacks. I bet she could chew on those. Hold it a minute. Banana cookies, little biscuits, Soothe Chew. Strawberry and apple spinach. Teethers. She's teething. Now we're looking for chicken and we're looking for beef in a jar or in something. I think you can get it in these pouches. Beech nut and Gerber. I fed my babies Gerber way back when. Apple. I don't see a thing that says chicken or beef. I might be looking right at it. Apple chicken, ugh. Maybe these. Oh, those are snacks. Don't want snacks. Grain, peach oatmeal. Oh God, I used to love some of the oatmeal, some of the baby food I liked. There's no meat here. I see absolutely no meat here at all. This is Eat Your Mouth Off 100% plant-based cereal. That's chocolate. That's $9.99 for that box. 7.7. That one's 7.4. Says the same thing. That's fruit. Keep in mind that's $10. Kellogg's new crispy cluster almond. It's called extra. I don't know extra what. That's $10. These others are $3.49. Look along there. 2 for $5 and $3.49. So I want you to answer a question for me. What does the word cereal mean? And what is cereal? If it's not plant-based, what is it? All cereal is plant-based by the very word. Oh yeah, they probably put a bunch of junk in it. There's some extra protein. I love it. I would have showed you. I got fascinated just reading all these different brands and mixes of cereal. I mean, it's just unbelievable, all the different things that they put in cereal now. Waffles flavored, French toast flavored, maple, honey, almond, all kind of nuts, all kind of fruit, freeze-dried fruits in it. That's all we down through there, if you haven't been here in a while. Oh my goodness. There's multigrain flakes with sorghum. Sorghum is, I believe, something to do with molasses. Whole grain toasted oat cereal, whole wheat cereal. I'm not going to buy that today, but easy living cereal. See, they make the same cereals, and then they just put all these different fancy names on them. Maybe we should start trying out different ones, like once a week, or a couple times a month. Get a box of a different kind. That grain down there, I like grape nuts. I see up here. I love grape nuts. And I make hot grape nuts. My granddaughter fell in love with them when she was little, but I put them in a cup, put milk over, don't take many, hard. Put milk in it, put it in the microwave, heat it up, or just get you some hot milk and pour over them. And makes it soft, makes it a hot cereal. Or you can eat them crunchy like they are. And then you got all the granolas, fancy stuff here. And I got to get out of here before I find something else to buy that I don't need. I shall return. Okay, we're riding now. I can unplug this. Sorry. This is Wilmington. Hopefully I'll be able to stop up here somewhere. That's the water. This is Front Street. Over there in the distance you can see the Battleship North Carolina. Not getting out yet. Down this way is the, see the bridge coming in to Wilmington. This is the waterfront. I got a really nice waterfront area here now. Riverwalk. Got a riverwalk. I'm going to try to park up here if I can find a place so I can give you some idea of what's here. We'll pull in right here for a minute. For a minute. You know, I'll probably delete that part. Because nobody wants to watch me parallel park, even if I could backup camera and put me right into space. Get me right over into the space. So I can pull up. I like to make sure I'm over enough and not up too close, because you never know when you're going to have to back up. Okay, plenty of room back there, so I'll back up until I get right there. Perfect. That's pretty well perfect from what I can see. Okay, pause a minute. I'm going to get out and film some stuff for you guys. I'd like to, but say hi still. I'll have to get you a leash. You know what I mean? I'll have to get you a leash. I don't know what I'm filming because I can't see because the sun's on my... Go back up this way. Stella, I'd get you out and walk if you wouldn't run away, pull so hard. There's nothing here to see. if I don't go walking, and I'm not going to go walking. Come on, Stella, we got to go get Irvin. Okay, guys, we ate our hot dogs, and they were delicious. That right there is Market Street. They've got used to have a carriage, now it's more of a trolley that's pulled by horses. They'll take you on a little trip around town, telling you about all the historic buildings and all that stuff. All the spring flowers in a bloom. Stella's interested in the flowers. I think she loves flowers. Stella loves everything. And the water, the wind's blowing a little bit. I told you one time, that right there is the Memorial Bridge. It comes in from west, 74, 76, 421. All the roads come together and come across there. Or there's another bridge over here called the Isabel Holmes Bridge. And it's a long one. You go across that one and come in on the other end of Wilmington. People come from the north, they'll cross the bridge. They come straight down Interstate 40. And it just comes straight in. College Road. They've done a lot with this in the time I've been coming here. 20 odd years. Going close to 30. It's really nice down here.
Am I ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. That's the federal building. A lot of things happen down here. People sit on the steps. This is where they have Riverfest. Part of the Isaiah Festivals down here. With the street fair. Lots of Isaiah Festivals kind of all over the place. They do different things. The whole thing is actually about a week long, but the weekend is when the street vendors set up. She's checking out the trees.
Checking out everything.
Well, she said, I sat in that car a long time waiting, so.
Take a look. She just keeps rolling.
We came down here.
What is that fountain of rain? I never even noticed it.
Huh? Oh, yeah. No water in it, don't look like.
Stella, you done skip that side. Let's go.
Over there's a puddle of water, rainwater.
She
She don't want it.
just look at it everywhere.
I know.
The ones over here in these trees,
Huh.
never had no picture.
In the summertime, they have a farmer's market here. Early in the morning, I think it's every Saturday. Isn't it every Saturday morning in summer they have a farmer's market here, Irvin? Me and Mama came. Bought some homemade breads and scones and produce. Have to stop and kind of hold up the wall. One time, Courtney, my granddaughter, died. I'm not sure who else. Maybe it was just the two of us. Maybe Hannah and Justin was here too. Anyway, we saw a live concert for the Isaiah Festival, or the River Fest, one of the two. And it was Francesca Battistelli. And it was just before she became not famous, but kind of famous. She had a new CD out. She did Christian music. She would sing that song about I got a hole in my pocket. I don't know, something like that. Oh, I stepped on her foot. She didn't even notice. And on the second street down there is the Cotton Exchange. It's full of all kind of craft stores. Not really craft, but expensive stores. There's a candy store in there. Anyway. Okay, Arvin. Up there across from Louis' Hot Dogs, there was a... Arvin. Are you hearing me? Up there across from Louis Hot Dog is a store. It says something about old comics and toys.
Yeah, they said collectibles and comics and toys.
You been in there before?
I went out a long time ago, but just looked around a little bit. I was going to go in there one day and ask
We're over here.
Stuff. That stall there said, come on now, we can't get up in there. I don't need the kids on me.
National Register of Historic Places. That's what the horse-drawn carriage, the trolley pulled by the horses. That's what they do. They take you to see all the national registry places, whatever. Like I said, this is a real old town. It's got a dark past, which is shameful. But we won't. I'm not going to talk about that right now because that's not the reason for my doing these little videos. It's to try to bring you some enjoyment, not painful things. There's a little doggy. All right, bye. These are beautiful flowers I received for Mother's Day from my son. Thank you, Weston. I do love them. I love flowers. Hey, I wish you could smell them because they smell so good. Literally, they smell wonderful. I can smell them from here. Hey, okay, my extended family, I'm going to give you a hint as to what I'm doing. There's bananas, vanilla wafers, and a glass dish. And so far, what I've got in that dish, as you can see, are layers of bananas and vanilla wafers. Now, I jerked my camera. I can't possibly do this and record this at the same time, and I'm not going to try to. But I do want to show you what I'm doing, and then after I cook the pudding and pour over it, I'll let you have a taste of the end result. Well, first, let me ask you this. First of all, is there anybody out there that doesn't know what banana pudding is? Okay. I'm going to say, who likes banana pudding? I'm going to count to 3, and on 3, I want you to shout out banana pudding as loud as you can, if you don't get in trouble doing it. Homemade banana pudding. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Homemade banana pudding. I hope you did that. That makes me happy. I know I feel like I'm doing some stupid videos, but people seem to like them, so as long as you like them, I'll keep doing them. I have a whole bunch more stuff to talk to you about different times, but right now this is it. Anyway, hold on, I'll be back. Okay, guys, there's my homemade banana pudding. Stella barking. I don't know, we'll have to go out and look. As you can see, there are layers of vanilla wafers and bananas topped with bubbly hot pudding that I cooked. And I'm going to cool it off now in the refrigerator. And I can't wait to eat it. You know what? Banana pudding's better like the second day. It's delicious anytime. Back in a little bit. Okay, you guys, you saw the fried bologna, the perfect fried bologna. You picked it up. Put it back. I hadn't through with my video. Now, these are the perfect tomato sandwiches. Nice, fresh sliced tomatoes with Duke's mayonnaise on soft bread. And a Pepsi on the side. What could be better for lunchtime in the summer? You guys are getting hungry now, I can tell. Okay, guys. You know what this is? Stella says she knows. You know what that is? Guess what I'm doing today? Got that right. I'm going to be picking blackberries and making a blackberry cobbler the old-fashioned way. country southern style cobbler. I guess it's the only way I know how to make it. So, see all these blackberries? I've got my hands cut out for me, hadn't I? My hands cut out, my job cut out. Look at this right there. Anybody in here like to pick blackberries? Oh Lord, my daddy picked blackberries. We'd go out in the country. He knew where all the blackberry vines were. Look up through there. See all those? And we'd take buckets. I think they were old lard buckets back in the day. And he would take the bucket. He would put his belt through the bucket, fasten the bucket around his belt, so he could use both hands. And that man could pick blackberries so fast, make your head swim. Just look at all that. Okay, guys. I say, okay, now these are the blackberries I've picked. I have a little less than half a gallon right now. That would make a small cobbler. I mean, don't have nobody coming to eat it except me and my brother right now. But we left lots of blackberries out there, so I told him if he wants a nice cobbler to go pick them. So he's picking them this afternoon. And I will show you how I make my old-fashioned blackberry cobbler. Back soon. Okay, as promised, here is my blackberry cobbler. What I have are the blackberries we picked yesterday and some more today. Got about half of them. You have to wash them, gently wash them, or otherwise they'll fall apart. They're so soft and very ripe. So you wash the blackberries very gently. This is a very easy recipe, not that many ingredients. You take some sugar, depends on how big you can do this in any kind of pan. This is just pure sugar. White cane, plain old sugar. And the blackberries are pretty sweet. If I was making something with, say, rhubarb and strawberries or some other fruit that might not be quite as sweet, wouldn't use as much sugar. But you don't want to get it too sweet, so you put your sugar there. Now I forgot to get my butter out, but just hold on and I'll get my butter. Okay, I'm back. I've taken a stick of butter, and about half a stick, I've cut it off. It's cold butter. You could probably use melted butter, but I've always just used the cold butter. Just crumble it. Put it all in here on top of these. One of these days I'll get me a tripod to hold my phone so I don't have to cook with one hand. But anyway, you see what I'm doing. Just putting the butter all around on the cobbler on top of the sugar. Probably won't use all that right here. Usually I make a bigger, I got the wrong dish out to bake it in. Usually I have one a lot bigger than this one. Then I got all my berries in it. But I'm kind of glad to have some berries left over because I can do some other things with them. Sometimes when I make a big one, if I don't have enough blackberries, we have a blueberry bush too, and if I have some ripe blueberries, they come in, I've got different bushes that came in at different times of the year. Well, not really different times, but like one would have blueberries on it and then it would be kind of gone, and the next, they would have them on at the same time, but they just wouldn't exactly get ripe at the same time. So they might start a little bit different times. But you can see, you're just going to dollop the butter around on top of the sugar, just like that. Now I've got to wash my hands, so just hold on a minute. I'll be back. I don't like to try to film and talk and do things at the same time, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to use to make this cobbler. What we have right here are just fresh picked blackberries, washed, double washed, sugar on top of that, butter on top of that. Now, I told you I was going to make the old-timey kind, back in the olden days, back probably, I don't know how long ago, before they came out with biscuit mix, I would use a combination of flour with some butter. Sorry about that. Now I use this. It's called Southern Biscuit Formula L Complete Biscuit Mix. This is just the one I have. I use this to make biscuits and make different things with. It's really just the flour, the biscuit like you were going to make from scratch, except it's already got the shortening cut in, shortening flakes, so you don't have to worry about cutting your Crisco or butter or whatever you're going to cut in. So that's all that's in here is the biscuit mix. So far I've got 3 ingredients here, 1 here, and 1 more is milk. So 5 ingredients, that's all we need. I'm going to try to do this without making a mess. Pour some milk in here. I measure nothing. If you wanted a recipe, I couldn't give it to you. I'd just tell you how to do it. My neighbor asked me one time, she's a cook. I mean, she's a good cook, but she cooks by recipe and a lot of stuff. She asked me one time how I made my cobbler or something like that. I told her. I'd tell her how to do it, but I couldn't tell her how much of anything. You just have to eyeball it. Now, you can do this with frozen fruit. You can do it with fresh strawberries. You can do it with fresh peaches. Peach cobbler is really good. And you can also do it with canned peaches. I don't think I've ever tried it with other canned fruits other than the peaches. Never tried to make anything. I don't do apple cobblers. The reason I don't do apple cobblers is because I like apple pies. I don't know, I've just never, and I didn't think I would like strawberry cobblers. Hadn't had one, I don't guess in years. But my brother taught me into making one a couple years ago. Well, a few years ago, and it was really good. I'll tell you what we did one time. For the 4th of July, I made a red, white, and blue cobbler. I took my big dish, and I put blueberries on one end, strawberries. I used blueberries on one end and strawberries on the other end. So the white was the topping. The cobbler was red, white, and blue. Strawberries on one end and blueberries on the other. The blueberries aren't ready yet. I do have some blueberries that I took out of the freezer yesterday because I thought if I made a big one, I didn't have enough blackberries, I'd mix them because I have mixed them. They're good that way too. This can be thin or it can be thick. It's better to have it a little thin than too thick. Too thick, you'll have a dry cobbler. This is a little thick. I should have thinned it just a tad bit more, but it won't matter. It'll still be good. What you don't want, what can happen, depending on how ripe the berries are and how much liquid you cook out of them, is you don't want to have a real juicy cobbler. You don't want to be a lot of liquid in it. You want it to have enough liquid in it for the topping. I kind of go down in there with it a little bit, get that butter. And now, you notice I did not put sugar in the topping. You don't want the topping sweet because the juice from the berries. If you've ever had fruit and biscuits in the morning, cooked blackberries or something and biscuits, this is very similar to that, only it's a lot better. A lot better. So just pour that on there. And voila, that's all there is to it. I would have got it around the edges a little bit better if I hadn't had the phone in my hand. I know I made a mess over here I've got to clean up. You know, I can't remember. I know I made that banana pudding a couple of weeks ago, but I can't remember. I started filming it. I'm not sure if I filmed it or not. I don't know if I showed you a picture of it after it got made or not. But anyway, that's all it is. That's what it looks like. And what you're going to actually have, some of the butter will be on top of the crust. A little bit more right here. I like to see crusts everywhere. There you go. Some of the butter will cook up and be on top of the crust. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to put this in the oven, and I'm going to clean my mess up. I have a meatloaf already cooking in the oven for supper tonight, and I'm going to make some green beans with that. So I'll be back to show you the finished product. I don't think I showed you the pie after I took it out of the oven. Well, this is what's left of it the next day. That is good. Take a spoon, go in there like that. See all those juices come out? How juicy it is. And you got the bread. Just enough tartness, just enough sweetness. That is actually pretty good. Pretty delicious. We had some last night after dinner. Then we had some for breakfast. Take that out and put it in a dish and heat. Put a little more butter on top of it. A dollop of butter and heat it up. Yum, yum. Good. Very good. Hi guys, it's me again. This next video was made by my husband, Carl. That's Carl with K. And it was one of the funnier fishing trips he was on. But he used to go out with his video camera. Anytime we would go fishing, he was a great fisherman. He would go with the video camera and record, just set up on the boat and record the fishing trips. So I've got literally hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of video of fishing, mostly deep sea fishing out on the boats. Some of it is with family and kids, grandkids, so to speak. But this one, he was out trout fishing just off the coast of, I guess it's off the coast of Cape Fear River. He was down there. There's a place down there that he likes to call his honey pot for, is it honey hole? I don't know, for trout fishing. And that season comes in October. But if you enjoy this next video, let me know, and I'll try to show you some more of his fishing videos. I don't think you'll find another funny one like this. But anyway, enjoy.
y'all will have to wait your turn. Get back. Get back so I can catch one. Okay, boys, supper time. Wait a minute, get back. That trout's for me. Y'all just get back out of the way. I heard a hungry bird before, but y'all are ridiculous. Get back, it's just my lure. Get back. Come on, get back. So I can put my lure in. You can't have the lure. Get back. Come on, get. I'm gonna get this fish in here with y'all standing around. All right, now y'all get back. Don't you get my fish. I know you hear it. I'm keeping this one too. Now y'all get back so I can put my thing. Get back. Get back. Quit reaching for that. If you get hung now, you're going to be in trouble. I tell you what, if y'all don't quit, I'm going to leave. This is a nice one. Quit trying to steal my fish. Now y'all get back. Get back. Come on, get. Get. Go on, get. Get back. And it's not a fish, it's a fishing lure. Yeah, go on. Follow your buddies. Got some fish going up there. Go get them. Pretty good too. Get back. Get back. Go on, get. Get. That is not a fish. Did you get it? Got it around the foot. Come on, get. Got another good one. Get back! I've got to behave now. You're not getting my fish. Get back! Get back away from that fish! I'm getting out of here. It's time to go. I'll give y'all this one fish. Now y'all fight over that. I'm getting out of here.